So here I have everything already laid out, pre-peeled, ready to just apply. So this is exactly what this template can do for you. The benefits is that I have already put them all on one sheet for you. If you're using these exact ones, you can find all of these at the dollar store. I bought these at the Dollar Tree, $1.25 each. I just printed, applied the holographic. That's extra, that's optional. You don't have to go that route. Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create the cutest Cinnamoroll-themed back to school supply set using my digital template pack. You'll be able to know exactly how to bring this adorable set to life for your child, loved one, or even to gift. So let's go ahead and open up this file here. And I'm showing you how to do this part just so that you know where the documents are, not the documents, just so that you know where each file is. So on this supply bundle here, you'll have your glue, you'll have your 12 count color pencils, you'll have your Crayola, you'll have your glue sticks. Be mindful, this 77 ounce is the big jumbo Elmer glue stick. This is the smaller one. This is that white glue. You can find that at Dollar Tree. And everything that we're using in this video, you can find them at the Dollar Tree or your local dollar store. This is the 8 count. This is for a number 2 pencil. This is for the larger stick. And on here, I let you know this does not fit the 0.21 ounce. The 0.21 ounce is the one that they have at the dollar store. It's not the jumbo one. It's the 2 for $1.25. So on this template, so if you're just cutting just one, you're just utilizing, you're just going to use one crayon, one glue, one box of crayons, one box of color pencils, one set of pencils, and one glue stick. Then this sheet is ideal for you to just go ahead and come in and edit. So you just want to come in and edit. And then you should be good to go. For printing. You don't have to go into any of the other files. Now, if you are going to be printing a lot or several labels, then yeah, you might want to go back and go in and just edit the names there. So let's go back to where we were. This one here, we opened up the composition image first. What you want to do is once you have already changed the name, you want to save that as an image and then bring it back in here. So you would want to just edit and then drag your picture back into Canva. And then that's what's going to give you that cover for the storage container. So this will be all the digital templates that you will need to get to the fun part. Let's go ahead and convert these school supplies into fun cinnamon roll theme, perfect for back to school. Let's go ahead and start with the supplies that we're going to need. So let's start off with this storage container I got at the Dollar Tree. And all these items you can find at the Dollar Tree at your local dollar store. A number 2 pencil, I already had it. An 8 count color pencils, 24 count of crayons, school glue, a glue stick, and a composition notebook. You're also going to need the poster board that comes at the dollar store. This is just cut into the size that we're going to be using today. Your foam board that's already cut, and we're going to go ahead and attach this together. We're going to go ahead and utilize the front composition notebook image for this part, and then the back for the back part. And then we have the composition, sorry, not the composition. This is the cover for the storage container. And we'll go ahead and cut that. And then we have, last but not least, your templates that's gonna go over your supplies. And I used the vinyl sticker paper. I'll go ahead and attach this in the description, but you can get this on Amazon, and I only used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only used 6 pages, and I have a cutter. I also got on Amazon, a squeegee, and I have a hot glue gun, because we're going to be attaching the foam board, or the storage container, to the foam board. So let's go ahead and get started. So for the cutting part, I printed these out with the intention of just using plain scissors. You can go ahead and individually save them and then upload them onto your Cricut or your Silhouette, so your cutter software, and it'll do all the cutting for you. But because this is a DIY project, I wanted to keep it that way. For this part here, you'll see that there's 2 files on the bundle. One is, I believe it 11 by 17. But because I don't have that paper in stock, I went ahead and I just made 2 prints of 8.5 by 11. So I wanted to make this with the moms in mind that are going to be getting their student, or not their students, but their kids, or it could be for teachers as well, who are going to be getting their kids' school supplies ready. I remember I had to manually write my son's name on everything, and this is just super handy. You just stick it onto everything, and you can have your child help with it too. So for this project, we're also going to be using holographic paper. You can find the bundle on Amazon that I have linked, but I got this one at the not the dollar store, sorry. I paid $1.99 for it, but I got it at Hobby Lobby. And we're going to be using 6 sheets of it. I'm going to start with this second piece. I've already measured the size of this first sheet. So what this is going to allow me to do, it's going to allow me to slightly overlap, so that when I paste this one over, it's going to not have that gap there. Okay, so for this part, so what I was going to say is what you can do, this is supposed to be the adhesive side, the sticker side, but the sticker side is on the back side. But I love that this happened, so that you know what to do if this happens to you. So it can happen to anybody. So usually you can just, if you don't want to use the entire sheet, you can just slice this off and then just attach the corners here. So let's go ahead and I'm just gonna have to glue it down, and that's fine. I'll go ahead and glue it down. Let me see if I did the same thing on this side. Oh, excellent. Yeah, so I did it correct on this side, thankfully. Didn't do that the way I wanted to. Okay, so here you want to just align the bottom. And then bring this forward. And you want to just pull. I like to crease this part, the back part. That way, as you are laying the vinyl part down. Oh, I'm like way off. I slightly went over here, but it's okay. So you just want to slightly pull as you're laying the vinyl down. I'm not using my squeegee for this one. I'm gonna use the squeegee for when we attach the vinyl, the holographic, and you'll see the difference that the holographic vinyl makes. I cut slightly over so that we can cut. And this part here, well, we're just going to have to, I'll go ahead and fast forward this part, but I'm going to go ahead and just glue that part down. And here I'm just going to start at the base. Woo. Luckily with hot glue, it's like moldable. Still move it. Okay, go ahead and cut off the excess size here. So here I'm just going to use a box or a box cutter. This is the Milwaukee brand. And make sure that it's being pressed firmly. So I just use the white part as the guide. And I know there's other crafter knives out there. This is the one I had handy and I actually like it. Okay, so when it starts to like give you trouble cutting, that is your indication that you need a new blade. So yeah, it's pretty dull. I'm gonna go ahead and switch that. I love how everything is happening for us and not to us. And this is multiple, it's just been multiple learning lessons so far. Yeah, because it's not really allowing me to like cut into it. Okay, so let me go ahead and move over. I'll do that last. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the vinyl part. There we go. And we got it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and just press. And again, I'm gonna align with the bottom here. See how it already has like a cute little effect here? So then we're gonna be pulling, at an angle, and then this is where you want to bring in your squeegee. You kind of want to pull and then flatten out at the same time. Pull, flatten out at the same time. And using this technique will allow you to have the least amount of bubbles. I mean, having bubbles, it just comes with time. Working with vinyl, it's a learning experience, to say the least. But if you're just tugging and flattening out little by little, you have complete control over the vinyl. It doesn't have control over you. Okay, so right here I kind of let it flatten out by itself, and that's where I got a little bubble. But it's okay. I'm just gonna keep pulling. Keep going, keep going. And sometimes this part gets a little too lengthy. I just roll it so I could slightly have control over the two. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over. I know I haven't switched the blade yet, but this should do for now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use the second one. For the rest here, for that last corner. We'll just have that much. So I'll use that as a guide. And then I love to use this little guy here. Would it allow me to? Yep. I'm just going to go ahead and cut along this line here. So I'm just going to line up where I cut along this line here. I'm just going to go slightly over the line there. Let's see it. So this makes things go a little bit faster. We're going to go ahead and flatten out that corner. We're going to line up at the bottom. You don't have to line exactly, have everything aligned here, because the container is going to go over this part here. But the same technique applies here. And I like to use the vinyl because it gives the board longevity. And I love this storage box. I've used organizational containers all my life since I could remember. I've always loved school supplies and pens and stationery kits. I've always loved it. Is already covered with the holographic vinyl, and you can slightly see a line there. It's totally okay, or it's gonna get covered anyways. So I have the supplies on in here right now. See how basic it is right now? Give it a guide. In here, I'm gonna go ahead, or yes, you can do this part too. Of course, it would be a glue stick. Oh, I slightly went over. Oh, and I just stuck my finger in there. Careful when you're applying this part here. Okay, so here you just want to ooh, that's one. Press that glue onto the storage container and just create like a bond. That way it really adheres to the board. And there we have it. We have part 1 and part 2 done. Working with vinyl, you want to have that corner, just you want to have it work in your favor. So I just flushed it to the border here. And because this is not the vinyl part, I'm just pressing. And this part I do want to make sure it's kind of flushed with the border. I'm just cutting along the border. I kind of need to lift and then kind of like tuck it into that wall there. It's perfect. This was the excess part to this strip here on this board. This worked out perfect. So I peel that back part off. Okay, so I didn't realize that it was not recording, but you saw the first part where I peeled the back, and we basically did the same thing as we did with the foam board. And I just went around and cut with my cutter all along the sides here. And I found my other cutter. I got this at the Dollar Tree as well. So these items are relatively economical. This is the final look, and this can be the home for your children's stuff. So, like, you know, these aren't bedazzled yet, but you know, everything has a home, and I feel like it's important when they're kids that they know where like their knickknacks stuff should go. You know, they have a home, and you know, if they're in need of a pencil or color pencils, they already know where to find it at. So let's go ahead and move forward. One tip that I would highly suggest, I got a lot of bubbles because I did the vinyl sticker first, and then I did the holographic vinyl on top. That was a big mistake. You can see where you could see like the vinyl and like the vinyl on top and like the sticker on the bottom. It doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't. But I just wanted to share that if you did this first, you wouldn't go through this. So you would just cut once instead of cutting twice, because that's exactly what I did. And you wouldn't get these bubbles. That's my point of saying that. Go ahead and align the bottom there, and then we start to just peel away. And you're going to repeat this. Then we just go over and cut that part. So it's just easier this way. You don't get any bubbles. You want to align the bottom. That. But it's gonna have to stay there. If I peel back, it's gonna pull the ink up with it. So it's okay. It will do. I wasn't ready. I kind of got an air bubble, but it's okay. Right, it's done. So see how it just adds? So it went from flat to like three-dimensional, and it adds pop. You could even use these as like bookmarkers if your child likes to read. If you're a teacher, you can put your name on here. You could just get super creative with these templates. You can always customize the name, the images, you can swap them out. For holiday seasons, you can switch that out. I'm gonna go ahead and align the bottom. So I'm just pulling away and using the squeegee as I go. Okay. So here you can either cut away with the scissors, or you can use the X-Acto knife, or you can use this cutter, whatever makes it more streamlined for you. I'll go ahead and do them all for you so you can see the options. The only thing with this one, if it's like the exact size and you like cut a hair too much, then that's the hair too much that you're going to be short on your mock template. So here we're slightly over, and that's okay. This side, I'm just going to swap sides. And then when I'm creating, I have a bag right next to me, because being crafty, you can make a mess really quick, and that way you're cleaning up as you're going. So by the time you're done, you just have your finished product and you don't have a mess to clean up afterwards. This is super adorable. So for here, I'm just gonna continue cutting away. See how this just makes it easier? You have straight lines. Okay, so this one is going to need the scissors. Cutting away. And there we have it. So here I have everything already laid out, pre-peeled, ready to just apply. So this is exactly what this template can do for you. The benefits is that I have already put them all on one sheet for you. If you're using these exact ones, you can find all of these at the dollar store. I bought these at the Dollar Tree, $1.25 each. I just printed, applied the holographic. That's extra, that's optional. You don't have to go that route. Edit, print, and apply. I already have the corners already prepped for us. So here, let's see here. So let's go ahead and, so this is going to be the exact size. So for here, we're going to slightly adjust this from the side angle to now we're going to do the top half, because now we're working top to bottom. So we're just going to go ahead and align this part here where we see best, where we see if it's best. Okay. So it's slightly unaligned, and it was done like that on purpose so that you can just cut the excess off. It's best to have excess than not enough. So look, I'm already slightly under. So I could just peel back and slightly go over. That covers that little gap there, but no one can notice. Not a big deal. So here we're going to use that same trick, that same tactic. Let's go ahead and make room here. So we're going to go ahead and just peel. You can see what I'm doing here. Peel and then just flatten out as you go. There we go. And done. Print and apply. Print and apply. So here you just go along the side here. Remove the excess. And next, remove the excess. And there you have it. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the following ones. You want to go, so for all of these, you want to go top down. Let's go ahead and line that. There we go. Get our squidgy and just pull and flatten out. Pull and flatten out. So this is done. Let's go ahead and flip that over. Cut the excess part. Beautiful. There you go. It's just so aesthetically pleasing. I cannot imagine how much money I could have saved my parents. Had we had this stuff growing up, I probably would have done it myself. I would have needed a printer. I didn't have all that. I don't think I did. No, we did have a printer. We did. Okay, so this one's slightly different. So we're going to go ahead and peel off the whole backing. So we're going to figure this out together. So what did they do? They started with the edge. Then the brands is on top. So I kind of wanted to do this part with glue because it kind of looks like it's not gonna want to stick. Come on. It's been on all day and it's like super hard. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm just gonna flatten that out. I'm not gonna touch it. Burned myself earlier. I'm not gonna do it again. There we go. That responded very well. So then I'm just gonna go over the same area. And this time we're gonna go over this way. The glue slightly came out. There we have it. This is so adorable. And we have this part here. This part's gonna be fun. So here I'm just gonna line the triangle part first. Kind of see like where it wants to sit. And then I'm gonna flatten out the Elmer part. And then we're gonna peel back. Peel and apply. Peel and apply. Peel and apply. Peel and apply. Isn't that cute? That is so adorable. I'm gonna make myself one. And then if there's a certain character that you guys have in mind, this is Cinnamoroll, leave it in the comments. What do you guys want to see next? So here we're just gonna kind of just flatten out as we go. Just press. Go ahead and cut off the excess. Let me use the blade here. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the excess part off. So I'm gonna leave the width the way it is on the template. So this was created with those kindergarten pencils in mind. And look at that. There you have it. I'm gonna have to sharpen it for her before I give it to her, but that is what that looks like. Bring it down there. And then last but not least, what we've been waiting for. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this part out with the cutter. And then I'll come back and we'll just start applying. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and attach the holographic to the composition front and back cover. I cut the excess from the top, so we're gonna go bottom up. That's I'm gonna go bottom up. Your squidgy. All right, once you have the base positioned, then you can go ahead and pull, flatten, pull and flatten. And you get used to it with time. Sometimes you need help. You need someone to actually pull this part so that you can, you know, control this part. You can probably hold it down here and then, you know, squidgy. But I've been working with vinyl for years. So this vinyl is going to be slightly short on top, and that's okay, because remember we're cutting, I made it larger, so all this is just excess. Okay. So I'm struggling because I usually don't flatten out my vinyl like that. I flatten out at an angle, so I'm even faster this way. So you don't want to start up here and then flatten out, because what you're doing is you're taking the bubbles, all the air, you're bringing it into the body of the cover sheet. So what you want is that this part is already flattened out. There's no bubbles. So you want to keep it like that, and you're like, nope, no bubbles here, no air here. And you are just flattening out. We are ready here to start attaching. So what I'm doing here is I'm working from the bottom up. We're going to use the same concept. We're going to just flatten out the bottom. Okay, same concept. Remember, we're going upwards. In this case, we're just shifting to the left. I'm right hand dominant, so this works for me. If you're left hand dominant, then you'd be going the opposite direction. Remember to shorten up the grip. And just because you're at the tail end, don't feel like you need to just yank, the backing off. This is where I say, like, patience. Your patience with the vinyl, like, pays off. So if I would have ripped it off, then I would have lost control of, like, this whole half. And it probably would have had bubbles in it. So you peel. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just cut off the excess part. So the video cut off, but I was able to attach the vinyl to the backing, cut off the excess. So I did the same, what we did to the back to the front. So I just repeated that step. So you're gonna flip this around and you're gonna cut off the excess part. So you're gonna go in with your knife, your X-Acto knife. Oh, I couldn't cut inside the notebook. And just follow the same thing and cut all the way around. Excess on the outside, but that's what you end up getting. Just a nice cut all the way around. Our storage container. Their little backing, and it can be their prop where they can go ahead and take pictures with it. This can, wherever this is placed, that designates their homework area. So that closes fine. Congratulations, so you just finished your DIY back to school template bundle. Let me know in the comments if there's any other characters that you would like for me to create, and tag me in your recreations. I would love to see how they turned out.